I'ma show them how to act.
I look up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bengals going up against the Rams.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll
kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 17-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Cooper's got it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. Defense has set themselves up nicely. Third and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Yes, Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Goff on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
No. Watch him now, boy. No. Check. Patriot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
No. Check. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The sun is blasting out, rainbow light, rainbow light. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I feel it with you. Girl, you got me like come on. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like ooh, I'm feeling you, yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Instead of fear of being typical, looking at my body feeling miserable, always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible, looking at my years like a martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Out of catastrophe, I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily, and leave the body of my soul to be a part of me. I do what it takes, whatever it takes.
by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
You got 4. Super 1. Orange.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Flex round. Here we go. Alert.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Defense showing blitz.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that past the sticks, first down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will make it 6-0. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go well. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one good for 33 and a first. Oh, look at the juke. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Goff. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So it's been a battle of field goals here early on. I guess if this were a soccer game, it'd be 2-1, but instead here it's now 6-3.
You mean if this were a football game? Give credit to both defenses, though. When push comes to shove here early, they've held the line. And neither of these offenses have been able to break through.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Sammy Watkins, 67 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
To throw is gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end right. Super. Tight end right. Jester. Hey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, we got tight right. Dula. Like we did before. Here we go. 128. 4 down. Jester. Check nine. Super one. Orange.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Guilt trip is here, baby. Guilt trip is here.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Super one. Sponge. Like we did before.
Now a handoff looking right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now it's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Tight right, tight right. Like before. Super one. Zero. 12. He's checking.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at this. All right, now
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Leopard. Check three.
Looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry up. Here we go. Green. All right, now look at 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Look it. Hot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Super 66. Super 1. Check. Merlin.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Super 1. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Burke, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 3-19. Leopard.
On 3rd down, it's Horton, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Now back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 26, Mike 56. Marble. Hey, kill. No chance. Hey, it's hot. Check 31, check 31. Hot.
Now Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Go. Hey, check 24. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Leopard. Be good. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.